Germs are tiny living organisms that are so small, they can only be seen through a microscope. Although we often think of them as dangerous, not all germs are bad. In fact, some are very helpful. However, some germs can cause diseases, and that's why we need to be careful around them. Germs are everywhere, in the air, on the ground, in water, on our hands, and even inside our bodies. There are 4 main types of germs: bacteria, viruses, fungi, and protozoa. Bacteria. Bacteria are small, single-celled organisms. They can live in many different places including soil, water, food, and inside the human body. Not all bacteria are harmful. In fact, many are helpful. Some bacteria help us digest food, make vitamins, and protect us from harmful organisms. For example, bacteria in our intestines help break down the food we eat. Some are used to make cheese, yogurt, and other foods. However, harmful bacteria can cause diseases like pneumonia, tuberculosis, strep throat, and food poisoning. These bacteria spread through the air, by touching contaminated surfaces, or through food and water. Antibiotics are used to treat infections caused by harmful bacteria, but they do not work on viruses. Viruses. Viruses are even smaller than bacteria. They are not made of cells and cannot live or reproduce by themselves. They need to enter a living cell to make more copies of themselves. Once inside the cell, they take control and force it to make more viruses. This often destroys the cell and causes illness. Viruses can cause many diseases, such as the common cold, flu, chickenpox, measles, and COVID-19. Because they spread easily, they can cause outbreaks in schools, cities, or even across the world. Unlike bacteria, viruses cannot be treated with antibiotics. Instead, doctors may give antiviral medicines or vaccines to prevent infections. Fungi. Fungi are organisms that can be single-celled or made of many cells. Yeast and mold are examples of fungi. Some fungi are harmless or even useful, like those used in baking and brewing. However, others can cause infections, especially in people with weak immune systems. Fungal infections can affect the skin, nails, mouth, lungs, or other parts of the body. Common fungal infections include athlete's foot, ringworm, and yeast infections. These infections can usually be treated with antifungal creams or medications. Protozoa. Protozoa are tiny, single-celled organisms that live in water and moist environments. Some protozoa are harmless, but others can cause diseases. They often spread through contaminated water or food, or through insects like mosquitoes. One well-known disease caused by protozoa is malaria, which is spread by mosquito bites. Other diseases include amoebic dysentery and giardiasis. To prevent these diseases, clean drinking water and proper sanitation are important. How germs spread. Germs can spread in many ways. They travel through the air when we sneeze or cough. They can spread by touching dirty surfaces, shaking hands, or sharing food or drinks. Germs can also spread through insect bites, contaminated food, and unclean water. Once they enter the body, they may start to multiply and cause illness. That's why it's important to practice good hygiene. Washing hands regularly with soap and water is one of the best ways to stop the spread of germs. It's also helpful to cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, avoid sharing personal items, and keep your surroundings clean. The body's defense system. Our bodies have a natural defense system to fight germs. This system is called the immune system. It works by recognizing harmful germs and destroying them. When germs enter the body, the immune system sends special cells to attack them. Sometimes the body also produces antibodies to fight off the infection. Vaccines help the immune system by teaching it how to fight certain germs. When you get a vaccine, it helps your body prepare for future attacks from those germs. That way, if you are exposed to the real germ later, your body can respond quickly and keep you from getting sick. Helpful germs. While many people think germs are all bad, some are very helpful. As mentioned earlier, good bacteria live in our intestines and help us digest food. They also help fight off harmful bacteria. These, good, bacteria are sometimes called probiotics. Eating yogurt and other probiotic foods can support the healthy bacteria in our bodies. In the environment, bacteria help break down waste and recycle nutrients. Some are used in farming to help plants grow. In science and medicine, certain germs are used to make